I'm Travel Baba, I'm French, and 7 years ago I fell in love with Maharashtra, so now I'm traveling all around Maharashtra for discovering new places. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, so don't miss my next video, and also on the comments give me some advice to place to visit. Sarvana Namaskar. Today I'm in Murud and I will visit the Murud Janjira fort, and also I will explain you what is the Janjira state. So come with me. So we are in Janjira state, and just behind me we have the tomb of the king of Janjira, and the biggest one is the tomb of Surul Khan. He was the king of Janjira between 1707 and 1734. So we are in Janjira state, and this state was created after they made the fort. The Janjira fort was created by Malik Ambar in the beginning of 17th centuries, and after the general of this fort decided to rebel against the Nizam of Ahmednagar and create a state here, so the Janjira state. And this tomb is the tomb of Surul Khan, who was the king of Janjira state between 1707 and 1734. And during the occupation by the British in India, the British give the power to the king of this area, so the state stayed the state until the independence in 1947. So we are in front of the palace of Janjira. Unfortunately, it's closed because they had some degradation before with some visitors. So that's why now it's closed. But we can see on the door they have the symbol of the Janjira state. We are on the entrance of Janjira fort, and you can see the symbol of the city is just on the entrance. As I say at the previous video, Maharashtra have more than 250 forts. We have a land fort like Ahmednagar fort, we have mountain fort like Dolandabad fort, and also we have sea fort. For the second time since I fall in love in Maharashtra, I visit a sea fort, and this one is the most impressive one, Murud Janjira. 15th century, we have a wooden fort here, and in 17th century, Malik Ambar, the great Malik Ambar, decided to create this fort with a big defense for protecting this area. So before on this fort they have more than 572 cannon. We still have 3 cannon here, and you have the third largest cannon in India just here. So Murud Janjira, Janjira came from the Arabic word Janjira, Jan means water and Jira means island, so it's an island with water. And Murud is a village we have in the front. This fort has 22 bastions or tower, and in each one we have cannon before. Like this is protecting all the sides of the fort. So Malik Ambar is very clever, because on each bastion, on the top you have a terrace with a cannon, like we see before, and also on the inside you have this, where the soldier can protect the fort, and from outside you can see the soldiers. They don't use cement for making the construction of this fort. They use a mixture of sand, lime, salt, and jaggery. We are in the middle of the sea, but we have 2 tanks inside this fort with drinking water. This is not only a fort, it's also a place with a palace and houses. People live on this fort. This palace had 7 floors before. Due to this time, it has only 3 floors now. In 1621, the Ambar the Little, who was the general of Nizam of Ahmednagar, who controlled this fort, rebelled against Malik Ambar and decided to create a new state. It was the first Nawab of the Janjira state. This fort is so strong that even Shivaji Maharaj tried to capture this fort, but he failed 7 times. That's why in 1676 he decided to create another fort just there. This fort is amazing. You need to come and visit Murud Janjira fort. So we are now in Padmadurg Fort. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj want to protect the coast of his empire, so that's why he make 5 forts. Actually, he fight for conquer the Janjira fort, but he failed 7 times. So after the last failure, he decided to make this fort just here, and like this he have a view on Janjira fort. So he decided to make this fort for have an idea of control Janjira fort. Even if this fort is smaller than Janjira fort, if you come to Murud, I advise you to visit this fort. So like I said in a previous video, Maharashtra have 2,500. Wait, stop.